Women make up 51% of the state's population and are half the workforce. But too often systems work against us, and that hurdles unreliable pay, poor, inflexible work schedules, unhealthy food options, and inadequate health care prevents us from giving everything we can to our own families. The policy agenda that we present today improves the lives of women and benefits our state economy. Families shouldn't have to choose between taking care of their child and their loved ones and putting food on the table. Therefore, lawmakers should support employers to provide paid leave and sick leave. Moms need child care to work. By removing red tape from working moms, using the child care payment program makes that happen. Ensuring every eligible Mississippian can register and vote without facing unnecessary obstacles is important. And reducing Mississippi's reliance on imprisonment and adjudication and developing a vision for justice reform. And lastly, catch Mississippi up with the other states to cover moms after birth.
I'm raising two beautiful children, my 2-year-old daughter and my 7-year-old son. And this week we would have celebrated the first birthday of my dear Jalen, who passed away last January, but unfortunately I don't have her here with me. Every day I think about Jalen, especially since we still don't have the answer to what caused her death. A complete autopsy report, excuse me y'all if I get emotional. A complete autopsy report has come back inconclusive. While giving birth we celebrated, looks like a happy time. It's still a dangerous and scary thing for mom and for those who are a part of her support system. I had done it twice before, so of course I knew the risk. I gave birth to Jalen at 35 weeks as a result of an induction due to low amniotic birth fluid. Losing her before she even knew how much I loved her, before she even knew to call me mom, added trauma to my life that I'm still processing over a year later. She would have been 2 days ago, I'm sorry. My doctor placed me on bed rest for 6 weeks, and because I hadn't been at my new job long enough, less than a year, that was 6 weeks of me recovering emotionally, but also without pay. No money to cover my bills, trying to figure out daycare costs, all that. I think about how my last pregnancy compares to my first pregnancy and the support that I received after giving birth, because I did have the option for Medicaid during my first pregnancy back in 2016. I was able to get free equipment for my baby's jaundice diagnosis. He received a blue light ticket home. We received help with food, but these benefits only lasted a few weeks. In addition to that, I received calls from a liaison, a nurse's aide, so to speak, who checked on me like 2 or 3 days out of the week, just to check on me, my mental, and so if you consider that as well. Every mother knows that postpartum is past 6 weeks. Some women struggle with juggling new motherhood, work, and even other children for months past the baby's first year. You see, I worked overnight at a correctional facility. I remember one night last year, I was at the desk, and I heard a baby crying at a correctional facility. In a building full of men who had not even known my story, I heard a tiny baby. I knew it was time for me to get more help then. There are women all over this state who have stories exactly like mine, some even worse. And if the state really cares about people like us, about families, about the futures of our babies, the wellness of moms, if you would, lawmakers, do everything you can to support that. Postpartum is longer than 60 days, longer than 90 days, longer than 6 weeks. It's longer than 6 months. I'm a mom, and I support Bill 2212 and the House Bill 426. Thank you.